Hey everyone, I am the Rune King and today I am here with another HackerRank problem which is a non-divisible subset. So according to this problem, we are given a set of distinct integers and we need to print the size of the maximum subset of S where the sum of any two numbers in S dash is not evenly divisible by K. So we are provided a array or you can say list S and we need to create a S dash list in which the sum of any two numbers is not evenly divisible by K and we need to print the size of that S dash subset. So as you can see in this example there is an array S and its value are provided. There is a mistake also because we are provided that a set of distinct integer is provided but here the 10 is repeated, so only one will be considered and the other will be not considered. Okay, and here the value of k is 4. Then we have one of the arrays that can be created is h dash 0 10 12 25. Here the sum of any two numbers, that means 10 12 10 25 or 12 25 is not evenly divisible by 4. Then there is another one which is s dash 1 19 22 and 24. Similarly here the sum of any two number is not divisible by 4. Okay, so after testing all permutations the maximum length solution array has is of 3 elements. So okay, so as we have understood the problem, so our next step will be to build the logic. And according to our logic, our first step is to create a remainder frequency list in which initially all the values are 0. So before going forward, first of all we need to understand what is the remainder frequency list. So a remainder frequency list will be a list in which the index of the list will act as the remainder. Remainder of whom? So the remainder will be come from the number which are stored in the S will be divided by K and their remainder will be used as the index position of the remainder frequency list. For example, if we take 19 and it will be divided by 4, then the remainder will come 3. So the remainder frequency list at index position 3, initially it is 0, so it will be increased by 1, so it will become 1. Okay, then our next step is step number 2, and in the step number 2 we will initialize a count that can count the maximum number of elements in a set that are not divisible by k. That means the count will be result which we need to show or print at the last. So now it's come the number of step number 3. So now first of all we need to check those elements whose remainder is 0. That means there will be multiple elements whose remainder will be 0. So if we take one of that element and add with something other, then it will not be divisible by k because it was already divisible by k, and when we will add something to it then it will not be divisible by k. So that means we will check if at the index position 0 the value at remainder frequency list is 0, then we will take just simply 0, otherwise we need to take 1 if the value at index position 0 is more than 1. Okay, so okay, it's the step number 3. Now at last step number 4, we will find the pair whose sum is not equal to k in the remainder frequency list index position, and after finding the pair we will compare those and get the final count which we need to print. So if you are not understanding what I am saying, then wait and watch. When I will be coding, I will explaining you what we have done, which step is this and how it is working, etc. So here is our coding section. So we need to complete this function in order to solve this problem. So according to our logic, our first step was to create a remainder frequency list in which initially all the values are 0. So let's name our list as the counts. Okay, and initially all the values are 0, so we will put 0 here. Then the size of the list, so the size will be of k, so that we can get the remainder from 0 to 1 less than the k. That means 0 1 2 up to k minus 1. Okay, so this we have done. Now our next step will be to count the frequencies of the remainder. So now we will use a for loop so that we can traverse through the S list. So for num in S. So here we will use counts num modulus k. That means we are finding the remainder, and according to the remainder we will select the index position in the counts and increase its value by 1. So that was our step 1 which we have completed. So now let's come to step number 2. So we will initialize a count which will be 0 initially. It is a count which will count the maximum number of elements in a set that are not divisible by k, or you can say the sum of any two elements in that set is not divisible by k. So okay, so now our third step, that means according to the index position 0 we will set it as 0 or 1. So okay, so here we will, or you can say we can put initialize a count here. So count will be the minimum between the counts of 0, that means index position 0 comma 1. So the minimum between counts of 0 comma 1 will be initialized into the count. So our step number 3 has been completed. That means if there are no elements that are perfectly divisible by k in the S, then the count will be 0, or if there are some element 1 or more than 1, then the count will be 1, because we can take only one element in the count. If we take more than one element that are perfectly divisible by k, then their sum will be also perfectly divisible by k, which will not be considered. So that's why we are taking only one element, and when we add something to a perfectly divisible number, then it will not be perfectly divisible. So that's why we have used the min function between the counts of 0 comma 1. Okay. So now we need to traverse through the count list so that we can get the pair of those numbers whose sum will not be perfectly divisible by k. For example, the number whose remainder is 1 and the number whose remainder is 2 will be added, then also they will not be perfectly divisible by 4. That means we will find a pair of those numbers that are not perfectly divisible by k according to the remainder in the counts index position. So okay, so for that we will use a for loop. So for I in range, and we will start our range from 1, not from 0, because we have already considered 0 in the previous line, and our range will go up to k by 2. So we will put k by 2 plus 1, that means half, and here we will use a if loop. So if I does not equal to k minus I, then we will increase the count. So count plus equal to max between the count of I comma counts of I, not count. Count is a variable and counts is a list. So counts of k minus I. So okay, what we have done, you can see in the screen there is an example which showing why we have done up to k by 2, not up to k. So okay, when this for loop will be completed, now we will check that if it is k is perfectly divisible by 2, that means there is perfect 2 division, then the middle one will be left. So we will use if k modulus 2 equal to 0, then again we will increase our count by 1 as the same logic that we have used for the initial, that means count of 0. That means we can take only one element, not all the elements. So we will increase count by 1, and at last here we will return the count. So let me explain you the code. So first of all, what we have done, we have taken a counts list, and the size of the list will be up to the k, and initially all the values will be 0. Then we have traversed to the S list, and we according to their remainder we have put the value into the remainder frequency list, or increase the value in the remainder frequency list. After that we have initialized a count according to the 0th index position element, that means it is 0, 1 or 2. According to that we have initialized the count, and after initializing it we have find the pair here whose sum is not perfectly divisible by k, and according to those pair we have increased the value of count, and at last we have checked for the divisibility by 2 of k. If it is so, then we have increased the count by 1, and at last we have returned the count. So now we will run this code and check whether it is working or not. So as you can see, it is showing congratulations. Now we will submit this code. So as you can see, our code has passed all the test cases and is showing congratulations. So thank you for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, then click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon, so whenever I upload a video you get notified. Thank you for watching. This is Sachin signing off.